Imagine if for a future episode we have like a try not to laugh.
Oh, I'm gonna lose that like in 2 seconds, bro.
You'd be surprised at the fact that I can actually hold in my laughter.
I genuinely am, actually. Hi everyone, we're the Emperor Smile Podcast, here to brighten your day. I'm Amie, aka Wi-Fi Daily.
I'm Cali, aka dailyjiangcheng.
I'm Ruki, aka Bluetooth Daily.
So before we get into the topics, I want to thank you guys for coming back and seeing us for episode 2. Thank you for those who are staying with us so far. This whole podcast is a train wreck, but we're still trying our best. Please don't kill us.
We're doing our best here, and so far it's been a lot of fun.
Today's starting topic is homework and study plans, and maybe some like tips that we could potentially give you guys that you could use.
Yes.
Ruki, you're still in school. Do you have any that you're using?
You're still baby.
No. They're literally older than both of us.
Yeah, I know.
I was thinking of maybe providing some tips / strategies for reading / studying.
Oh, do that because I really need help with reading in general.
So basically, the first thing I would say is that you need to determine exactly how much time you have to spend on reading or studying. Once you know the total amount of how much time you can spend, you would divide that up according to how many readings you have to do or how many chapters that you have to get through. Set time limits and actually keep to them even if you don't finish the section or whatever, so that you can get information throughout the reading or book or whatever it is that you're looking at. Depending on the type of reader you are, you should dedicate 1 to 3 hours intervals of reading and then take breaks, because that's the amount of time that it takes to get an effective information processing in your brain.
Cool.
And when you mark up or take notes on your readings, try to limit it to like 2 to 3 markups per page. Set a max of 5, I suppose. Try to turn whatever you're taking notes on into your own words, because then that's your mind like actively working through the information. And rather than marking, underlining like full sentences, try to make sure you only take note of words or phrases instead. That would really help your mind really process information from wherever you're reading or studying better. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. If you're reading like an academic paper that's a case study or a research, you can totally skip the methodology. I did that all the time.
Definitely.
Just be smart about what you actually want to learn from a reading. Usually you can just go right to the findings.
If you have like a really short time to do reading or whatever, then actually going straight to the abstract or the summary section is just a good way to like get the entire idea of the whole paper in like a whole lot less time than if you have to read the entire thing. So, yeah.
We should have prefaced this, but you are in grad school, and so that's useful information for particularly college students and adults.
Yeah.
Because I don't think high schoolers are reading research papers. As far as I know, maybe they are these days.
Who's to say?
But I think for high schoolers, this kind of stuff is still applicable to like when they're studying textbooks and stuff.
Do you have any tips about reading and stuff, B?
Die.
Or just like homework and study, not necessarily reading.
Well, here's the biggest tip of all. Don't do it for the last goddamn minute.
That's a good one.
You have a few weeks before that goddamn paper, and I know you do. You're just sitting there being like, it's fine, I'll just do it a week before. No, you do it now. It saves you a lot of time, a lot of trouble. You get your resources done. You get your references done. You're able to fucking make that paragraph and like revise it and everything. You're able to do those like nifty little steps that they taught you back in middle school. Don't save it for the last second, you goddamn coward.
Turn off the podcast and go do your homework right now.
Like, damn, we'll still be here when you get back. We're not going anywhere.
I'm just laughing at the difference in tone when I was giving my tips and when
tip is just to take your time. You're not rushed. You don't gotta like rush anything. Like if you're in class taking notes and the teacher is like rushing, then I guess that's kind of something you gotta worry about. But if you're reading to yourself and you're doing a paper or whatever, just take your time reading it, and eventually you'll develop the skill to read faster. It just comes naturally with time and practice.
I feel like you're burning me now.
I am burning you. You don't gotta rush.
I'm a goddamn grad student graduate, and I still don't read fast.
Some people just don't develop it as well as others, I guess.
It takes a lot of practice to actually get good at reading and being able to like pinpoint all those important parts. So
the sad thing is that I got this skill from playing online games.
Well, then there's your lesson. You can play online games and get good at reading.
This is a disaster.
On that note, dude, take your time. Like, if you have an essay, write out the outline like now. And you don't have to write out the whole thing at once.
Space it out. Just don't try to pull it all in one night. You'll literally regret it if you do.
You will regret it so much. It's not worth it. You need some sleep.
You'll be doing it the night before, and then you'll see like 500 errors, and your teacher's gonna like notice that, especially if you're in high school, because in high school they're just like, oh, this is gonna really matter in college, and they're gonna like put you on that bullshit.
On that note, if you are doing readings for your essays and stuff, write down the quote that really stand out to you and why they stand out to you and what they mean to you. It's like a 3-section chart. And so that way, when you're writing your essay, you have that all right there.
And don't forget to mark the page number.
Like always link back to a source. Always link back to a page number. You gotta have that thing on lockdown.
Sources are very important, even online. Always source your stuff.
Yes.
I also have some other study tips, and this is a little less about reading and more just in general studying.
Yes.
Ruki mentioned earlier that breaks are pretty important. There's something called the Pomodoro tomato timer technique, where you study for 30 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. And that actually helps you focus a lot better because you're frequently taking in information and also not burning yourself by taking breaks constantly. You can search up tomato timer on like Google, and they have like timers already set up, and so you can just press play on those. One thing that helped me get through a lot of my studies was finding a place to study, like a physical place to move to and study. That could just be another corner of your room, or it can be a restaurant. My favorite place was to go to Panera Bakery and just like sit there in a corner. I had like a refillable drink, and so whenever I got thirsty, I would just go refill my drink. Didn't have to worry about paying $3 every time. Finding a place to just like crack down and study, a place where you're not going to get too distracted, not go on Twitter or look at something else that you might be a little bit more embarrassed to see in public.
Maybe.
It helps a lot. Like, it really does. And if you have someone who can just be your study partner too, you don't even have to talk the whole time. You can just sit there, occasionally ask each other questions. It just helps to have that presence who you can see like is also working. It kind of sets your mind in the right place. Like, you go to that place and you're just like, it's time to study. If you have like study rooms somewhere on campus or like a resource center on your campus, then go there. A library is always perfect. Or if you have a local library near your home, that might be a good place to go too. Or a park. You know, there's a lot of places you can go where you can kind of set up yourself to fall into a good habit of studying and get your work done better, because you don't want to stay out past like midnight out at a random venue.
Okay.
Like a certain person.
Okay.
Or if you're like me, who likes to listen to music while they work, just set yourself a playlist of songs you'll know you won't skip, so you just don't spend 5 minutes skipping the songs. Don't really look at your phone too much, like it'll distract you, and then just kind of just get into the zone, you know? Only make a playlist specifically for it, like when you're studying, so that you're just like, okay, I know this is just for studying, so I gotta start studying.
Yes.
I think my last tip is just don't be afraid to ask for help.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like, if you don't understand anything, do not hesitate to ask anyone for help if you know they're gonna like probably provide an answer. It's better to ask than just to be sitting there like a dumbass and being like, oh no, I should have asked this. Now I can never ask this.
And usually if you're wondering something, somebody else is probably wondering the same thing.
This is very true.
You can be dumbasses in literary.
Are those all the study tips we got? I mean, I got more, but for now.
At the same time, we'll stop for now.
If you guys want to ask us personally about our study methods and stuff, you can hit it. You know where to find us.
You can shoot us some curious cats at our dailies, and we can give you those sweet advices.
Or even just drop in our DMs.
Or we can talk about it more if you need to.
Yes.
That was our advice portion. Now time to talk about Moda Sushi.
Hell yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to preface it properly this time. This section will have spoilers if you have not finished the novel. I think spoilers all the way up until chapter 80 or something. They're not too important spoilers. Like some of them are things you find out like at the very beginning and stuff. But that's just fair warning.
Yes.
The question this week is, what are our favorite moments that are not related to Wangshan?
It was hard to choose a moment that wasn't Wangshan, because Wangshan is literally like 80% of the novel.
I know, but there's so many good ones.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
We can just go in the order. Oh.
No,
okay.
Go away. It's my time.
It's Cali's time.
Okay, Cali.
No, I'm just excited because I love this scene so much. It's just fucking Jin Se-chuan yelling his confession to Yan Li.
It was
It's
adorable.
so fucking funny because he's doing it in front of a whole crowd of cultivators. After making sure got like smack dad, he's just like, what the fuck?
I mean, props to him though, honestly.
Wei Wuxian learned after him, after all.
Wei Wuxian took after him.
This is very true.
I may hate this guy, but he's got a good point.
What better way to tell your confession by yelling it?
Yelling it in front of everyone.
Exactly.
It gotta be public.
Yan Li was so cool about it though, man.
Yan Li was so in that scene, like the way she defended Wei Wuxian, just in general.
Oh shit, that was a really good
so
scene.
good.
I love one woman.
The way she just like snapped on that dude.
Oh, I should have picked that one to talk about.
Too late, it's mine now.
I mean, like, if some dude just confessed to me by yelling, I don't know if I would have been so cool with it. She just laughed at this motherfucker.
Well, to be fair, she's had a crush on him since they were children, so I'm pretty
true.
fucking delighted.
She just giggled. She was like, all right, cool.
She was just like, oh, I'm gonna top him.
That's it. That's our quota of, like, horny stuff to say.
Am I wrong, though? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, though.
I picked out two. They're both related to each other, though. And it was when Wei Wuxian is being, like, a teacher to the juniors. I'm very biased towards that, because
The teacher is just so good. It's so
him
good.
being a teacher is really good, and I also, like, I was studying to be a teacher, so I have a bias towards, like, a good teacher, and Wei Wuxian is, like, a great teacher to his students, particularly in the E-City arc, when he is with the juniors and telling them to look at Qing. He's teaching them not to be afraid and teaching them curiosity. And I think that was so great. And plus Jinling just like playing along and being like, oh wow, she's so beautiful. And like, getting the others to look and get scared.
Just like
Also, Ouyang Zijin, he's there too, and that just makes the scene like so much better. That sentimental boy.
That romantic boy.
The romantic boy. He's my best boy. But in general, like, Wei Ying just being like really good to the juniors, and like they all just like love him. He's like he's treating them well, and then he's teaching them, and they're just like, Senior Wei, we trust you.
it's like little ducklings.
They're like little ducklings.
Yeah, basically.
It's so cute. And like you can tell the relationship between them becomes so authentic. Like when they start defending Wei Wuxian as a person later on in the novel, it's you buy it because they had a relationship that was positive and good and healthy and educational, and so it really sells it as like a very human relationship to me.
Wei Wuxian in his core is genuinely a good guy. He's just trying his best, and he likes like teaching people.
He's a tired dad.
He's a tired dad trying his best, and it's just like, listen, you gotta, like, I'm gonna teach you a few things so you don't have to struggle.
Related to that scene was the scene where he teaches Jinling how to fight.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was really funny
That was so good.
because he literally just said, like, I don't know, just get into fights. You're young. You can get away with it. And it's like, that's such bad advice, but it was also so meaningful at the same time.
Go crazy. Go stupid.
Go ham.
Go ham. But like how proud Jinling was to win a fight against all his bullies, and Wei Wuxian showing him these techniques, and Jinling kind of growing a fondness to this guy who he knows he shouldn't like at all. But it was just like a really nice moment between not only teacher and student, but like uncle and nephew. And I thought that was pretty meaningful too.
Why? My favorite, well, the ones that Amy and the moments that you guys mentioned were also included in my favorite non-Wang Xian moments, but the ones that I want to point out would be Wei Wuxian playing and burying Ah Yuan like he's the radish and saying that a whole bunch of other Ah Yuans would sprout eventually, and so then he'd have friends to play with. And I'm also doing the little hand thing that Ah Yuan in the dome was doing.
You're so cute.
Wenji screaming in the background.
And also, I also really, really liked that one moment where they were trapped in the cave, I think. But then all the old Wen people and like all of them like coming out of the like what was it, the bloody pool or whatever.
No!
How dare you?
Because like they came out to help them, even
Ruki!
like when
They still love them after 13 years.
Ruki!
they still love them, they still care for them, and then they also like notice. They also recognized Ah Yuan, didn't they?
Yeah, they recognized him.
They recognized him, and the grandma fucking reached for him, and I literally died.
I wanted that scene so bad in Chen Qingling.
Me too.
I'm going to die.
It was.
I'm gonna Kermit the Frog.
It was just such a touching moment, and it was just like I always love those kinds of moments where like a group of characters are trapped or whatever, but then another set of characters like come out to like help out. I just always love those kind of moments.
Same.
So,
Sort of Deus Ex.
well, not exactly, but
It was kind of a Deus Ex.
it was. But I thought it was totally valid and very touching.
For sure. It's so sweet. I hope the Donghua does that.
Me too.
Donghua does that. I'm literally gonna die.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna die.
The Donghua already has me like on my deathbed. I don't need it.
I like how yours and mine, Ruki, our favorite moments have to do with the children.
Mine's just vintage one just being a dumbass.
Cali's just like public humiliation. Yeah. In reality, that's like really bad, but
he did it to himself though. That's
true.
Why don't we wrap up the podcast? So we're switching it up from a positive quote because we didn't want to do that anymore.
We thought it would be a nice way to end the podcast by doing some sort of mindfulness corner, or like just a corner where we do breathing exercises, stretching as
Come on, call it mindfulness minute. It was an alliteration.
Amy likes to call it the mindfulness minute, but I'm not sure if every time it'll be just that minute.
It's alliteration.
Listen.
Mindfulness moment?
Mindfulness moment sounds good.
The mindfulness moment then. Do you want us to leave?
No, it's okay. You should do it like together with me as I
will.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm ready. I'm sitting up straight and everything.
I'm ready. I'm ready to be mindful.
One mindful minute goes a long way for self-care. Relax your jaw, sit up straight, drop your shoulders, lay your feet flat on the ground, close your eyes, breathe slowly and deeply. Count your breaths. Inhale 1, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, inhale 5, exhale 6, inhale 7, exhale 8, inhale 9, exhale 10. When you reach 10, start over. Focus only on your breath and do this for 1 minute. 2 more times. Inhale 1, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, inhale 5, exhale 6, inhale 7, exhale 8, inhale 9, exhale 10, inhale 1, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, inhale 5, exhale 6, inhale 7, exhale 8, inhale 9, and exhale 10. Gently open your eyes again, readjust your surroundings, and that has been your Mindful Minute, led by Ruki.
Woo!
Yay!
Woo! We cheer after it. That was... Are you okay? Are you good?
Yeah, that was my cheer.
Well, that closes up our podcast. Thank you for tuning in for episode 2 of Emperor Smile. If you ever want to send in a question or a topic for us to discuss on the next week's episode, you can hit us up at Wi-Fi Daily, Bluetooth Daily, or dailyjiangcheng, or in our Curious Cat inboxes. Thank you again for tuning in and spending some time with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, and hopefully we can see you in the next episode.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.